Prime Minister and Head of Government of the Republic of Madagascar. May I request protocol to escort His Excellency.
Good evening, the Honorable Mr. President of the United Nations General Assembly, distinguished delegates of the UN member states, and the most esteemed guests. As a representative of Madagascar, I am very proud to be here today, and I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to deliver a speech at the UN General Assembly and be a witness to great justice. Gender equality is a fundamental for human rights. From the 3,905 billion people in the world, 49.6% represent the world's female population. It's a proof and make us aware that women also have an important role in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone has the same right as a human being. Everyone has the same right for what they want to do, for what they want to be. But unfortunately, we live in a world full of unequal treatment, discriminations, and the most negative stereotype in society, resisting women movement. We need to break that by giving them equal access, such as a right to education, health, economy, and indirectly influence women equal participation and leadership in the political and public life. Politics is a relate to power, authority, and competitiveness. Seeing the reality that is happening now, there are still people who are skeptical about the involvement of women in politics. However, at this time, the issues of inequality in access to participation in the political life of women has gradually risen and has become an issue discussed in the world, and has begun to realize that women's empowerment is a priority, including Madagascar. Historically, Madagascar was ruled by women for most of the 19th century. There was already a form of women's participation and leadership in political aspects. Queen Anafolona was a female figure who represented absolute political power in Madagascar, followed by Queen Asoserina and Queen Anafolona II. Ladies and gentlemen, Madagascar believes and supports, strengthens and promotes women's rights based on humanitarian principles. As a country that has ratified or signed international and regional instruments on the protection of human rights and which specifically promote women's rights among others in CEDAW, Beijing Declarations, and the Maputo Protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, Madagascar is committed to addressing the issues of inequality by making women's political participation right, strengthening the effectiveness of women's rights and their participation in the decision-making process. Is a priority in the DSP 2017 and the 2021 of Madagascar as a frame of reference. Madagascar supports Beijing Declarations and Action Plan. The state's national budget allocations to the implementing the necessary to leadership can be improved based on their empowerment. Women empowerment, together empower. Ladies and gentlemen, 2021 in Madagascar, 34.8% of women will be in ministerial position and 17.9% of women in the single chamber of parliament and 11.1% of women in the Senate. Seeing this condition, Madagascar still prioritizes trying to improve gender roles for gender equality in participations in the politics and public life. To decrease gender inequality, we have solutions. First, providing proper education rights so that there are no capacity limits for women. Second, reducing structural barriers through laws and government institutions to provide an equal quota for women to run in the politics. And the last, each country can fight gender equality by target number 5 regarding gender equality and the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs. Ladies and gentlemen, as a representative of Madagascar, I would like to invite all countries to consider gender equality as a priority in policy or solutions and are willing to open cooperation and achieve the maximum level of quality. Thank you.